Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. This is Priyanka. Welcome to my channel Love for Literature. Hope you're all doing well in your life. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I think you should do it because in my channel I will discuss about various different genres of literature, about various novels, poetry, and your general interest in reading, understanding literature, and implementing those values in your life so that you can live more meaningfully, because literature is ultimately going to help us in understanding the ways of life, the intricacies of life, and to improve ourselves. That is the purpose of literature. So I have started about major British literature novelists like Thomas Hardy. Hmm. I have taken Thomas Hardy's novels first. In my previous video, I have discussed about the basic features and overall characteristics of Thomas Hardy's novels. So from today onwards, I will start um, about the detailed analysis and themes, discussion of themes, and a short summary of the story also. From today's videos onwards, we will discuss about various novels of Thomas Hardy. So today's novel will be Tess of the D'Urbervilles, which was published in 1891. That is towards the end of the 19th century. Hmm. So Thomas Hardy's Tess of the D'Urbervilles. So this is our today's topic. So let's get started. Subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon so that you will be notified every new update. Let me know in the comment section what is in your mind, what topics do you want me to make video upon, and share it with your friends and relatives and whoever is preparing for UGC NET set or any other TGT PGT English literature exams. Okay, so without any further delay, let's get jump into today's topic. Please give a like also whenever you are watching. Give it a like because it boosts my motivation, it boosts me, it encourages me to make more videos. So let's get started. Tess of the D'Urbervilles, which was published in 1891. Towards the almost the end of the 19th century, and the 20th century is about to begin. And Thomas Hardy's fictional landscape, you can say, fictional landscape is Southwest England, Wessex. Wessex was Thomas Hardy's fictional landscape. Okay, and Egdon Heath. In the novel Return of the Native, we will find the place Egdon Heath. And in this novel, and also in Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy, we will find Wessex. That is actually the in modern name. It is actually Dorchester, Dorchester, Dorset, southwestern England, where Thomas Hardy in was born and brought up and died also. Dorchester or Dorset, that that part of England, southwest England. That is fictional name was given by Thomas Hardy. That place, fictional name was given by Thomas Hardy of that place. That is Wessex. So this is also based in Wessex. We can say most of his novels are Wessex novels. So Teresa, her full name is Teresa Dubyfield. She belongs to a very poor family. Hmm, 6 or 7 total brothers and sisters. She has 5 to 6 siblings also. She is the eldest child of the Derbyfield family. Her parents don't didn't have a proper income. So the responsibility of running the family automatically comes to her shoulder. She has to earn money because her father's earning is not much. Father's earning is meager, so it can hardly help 6 to 7 children and a husband, wife, and 8 to 9 members in a family. That is very small amount to live upon. Survival is an issue in that family. So in that scenario where Tessa's family are struggling, family is struggling with survival issues, financial issues. Tessa's the only source of income was the horse. Hmm. The Tessa's father had a horse, and the horse was the only fixed source of income. Apart from that, her father used to do some small jobs or something like that. He used to sell some honeybees, sell some. Uh, he used to have a little amount of land, but he didn't work hard and produce crops on that. So a little bit of income from here and there came to the family, and the main source was the horse. The horse died in an accident. Ah, so the family's only fixed income was also gone. And in the meanwhile, Tess's father was informed by the pastor, uh, by the clergy of that village, of the village adjoining church. Hmm. The clergy told her that Tess's family belonged to D'Urberville, not Derbyfield, D'Urbervilles, which was actually an ancient and very renowned family of ancient England, tracing back to thousands of historical background, and they had a very eminent lineage. हाँ. जैसे जमींदार होते हैं ना हमारे इधर, जैसे तुम इस 500 साल 1000 साल पहले इस जमींदार फैमिली से बिलोंग करते थे, so something like that. Tess's father got to know that his actual surname is D'Urbervilles, not Derbyfield. Okay, सो दिस जस्ट इलेटेड हिम, बहुत खुशी हुआ उनको सुन के कि हम लोग तो बहुत अमीर हो जाएंगे और हमारे तो बहुत एस्टेट्स होंगे, लैंड्स एंड प्रॉपर्टीज होंगे. सो द क्लर्जीमैन सेड नो, दैट टर्बरविल्स फैमिली इज एक्चुअली एक्सटिंक्ट नाउ, इट इज़ नो मोर देयर. सो अभी कुछ है नहीं आपके इस फैमिली का, वो मिट चुका है फैमिली, इट इज़ अबॉलिश्ड नाउ. ओके, सो दिस gives a new ray of hope in Tess's parents, because some miles away from that village, Tess's lived in the village of Marlott. The name of the village is Marlott. So, in that village, from that village, some miles away, there is a place called Trantridge, and there lived a lady whose surname is D'Urbervilles. So Tess's mother knew that. So she plans with her husband that they should send their eldest daughter Tess, Teresa. Her name is Teresa, but it is in short form. Throughout the novel, she is called Tess, and she is a 16-year-old girl and very, very, very beautiful. Mm. Hardworking, honest, pure, and she wanted to study, but due to financial issues, she is unable to continue her study. So, whatever, her parents planned to send her to that Trantridge woman whose surname is D'Urbervilles and claim kinship. उनको जाके बताएं कि हम लोग आप ही के फैमिली के मेंबर हैं, हम लोग भी डबरविल्स है, सो कुछ मदद करिए हम लोगों को, बिकॉज वी हैव लॉस्ट आवर हॉर्स एंड आवर सोर्स ऑफ इनकम. सो एज वी आर ऑफ द सेम फैमिली, वी आर रिलेटिव्स, किथ एंड किन, हाँ, रिश्तेदार जैसे हुए, तो प्लीज़ हेल्प अस इन दैट मोमेंट ऑफ क्राइसिस. So Tess was not willing to go at first, but upon her parents' situation and the household's condition, she decided that okay, as I'm the eldest daughter, I'm the eldest child, I should do something for my family. She decided to go there. She went there, and there she met Alexander D'Urberville. And ये जो डर्बरविल फैमिली है, ये एक्चुअली में डर्बरविल है नहीं, दे आर जस्ट अडॉप्टेड द नेम. देयर एक्चुअल सरनेम इज Alexander Alec. His actual surname is Stokes, Alexander Stokes. But Alec's father had came to this place Tantridge and adopted this name D'Urbervilles because it sounds good. It is associated with some ancient, famous, eminent lineage. D'Urbervilles नाम के साथ कुछ अच्छा चीज़ जुड़ा हुआ है ना, फैमिली, फेमस फैमिली नेम, फेमस सरनेम. तो एलेक्स के फादर ने उस सरनेम को अडॉप्ट किया था. एलेक्स फादर only adopted that name. The real surname is Stokes. So actually, there is no relation between Tess D'Urberville's family and Alex's family, because they're actually not D'Urbervilles. Actual D'Urberville's family has long been extinct. वो नहीं है अभी और कोई डर्बाविल फैमिली के बचे हुए. So this is a duping, a kind of धोखा, you can say, cheating from the beginning of the novel. And everything happens around this name D'Urbervilles. ये डर्बरफिल नाम ही नहीं आते टेस के फादर के सामने, सो दैट नो प्रॉब्लम विल बी देयर, नो प्रॉब्लम विल occur to Tess's life. Okay, so Tess meets Alec, and Alec is a kind of pervert. बहुत बड़े घर के बिगड़ा हुआ बेटा हो ना, वैसा है वो. ही इज़ वेरी हैंडसम, वेरी cunning, and he is very lustful. He often abuses women, uses and throws away women. He's like that type of pervert. In the plain term, he's a pervert man, and he has always bad intention towards beautiful girls. So Alec fell for Tess at the first sight because she is exquisitely beautiful. She is a 16-year-old virgin girl and very beautiful, very innocent, pure. So Alec thought that is a good catch. Alec tried to convince her in believing that okay, we are the D'Urbervilles, but actually it is not so. Alec knows very well that we are not real D'Urbervilles, but he tells lies to Tess, and upon some arrangement, and Alex's mother father has died. Alex's mother is a blind woman, nearly old, 60 years of old and blind lady, and she knows her son very well, the attitude, the behavior, and his dealings with women. His mother, Alex's mother, knows very well. So Alec, upon discussion with his mother, gave a job of nursing the poultry, looking after the poultry farm, and all the birds are there, poultry, birds, and all these things. So Tess got the job of looking after the poultry at Alex's farmhouse. Alex's house. So Alec came to take Tess, and Tess is village Marlot, Tuntridge and Marlot, some a dozen miles away or something like that. So Alec came on his horse carriage to take Tess from her home, Marlot, to Tuntridge, and in the on the way, Alex started seducing her, but she felt very much uncomfortable, and she tried to go away, and she repents her decision. she मैं ऐसा क्यों आई ये मुझे पहचानते भी नहीं है, and he is trying to touch me and all these things. So this things embarrasses Tess very much, but she had nowhere to go because Alec was running the horse cart carriage very fast, so she cannot jump down from the carriage. So unwillingly, she reaches Alex's house and started her job of looking after the birds, poultry farm birds, and all types of birds are there. So are there, and she started working there. Unwillingly, she accepted the situation, though she doesn't like Alec at all, and Alec always tries to come closer to her, to touch her by any means. Alec tries to seduce her, and she knows it very well, but she has to earn money and send it to her family, so unwillingly she has to do that job. So 2 months have passed like this, and every Saturday all the servants of that household, Alex's household, all other servants went to a nearby town where they just have merriment and have refreshment enjoyed there at local markets, fair, and something like that. Some entertainment purpose. Every Saturday, all the laborers or servants went there. So Tess refused initially, but upon some other servants' request, she decided to go there. She went there at the fair or local market with other servants of the household. And Alec took this opportunity. He followed her secretly, and he took her from there, from among all the groups of servants. He took her from there on his on his horseback. वो सारे सर्वेंट्स के बीच में टेस और उसके अदर जो सर्वेंट्स हैं उस घर के, उसके बीच में थोड़ा झगड़ा जैसा हो गया था. तो एलेक टुक दैट अपॉर्चुनिटी. ही वाज ऑलवेज ट्राइंग कि कब मुझे मौका मिले उसको मैं अकेले अकेले पा सकूं, अकेले आई कैन टॉक टू हर, और okay, something like that. So Alec took that opportunity from among all the servants. Alec took her and say कि चलो तुम मेरे साथ घर चलो, इन लोगों के साथ मत आओ, come with me, I will take you to home, come on my horseback. तो हॉर्स के पीछे उसको बिठा लेता है एलेक. And Tess was so tired because she has walked all the way from Alex's home, her workplace, to that market, village market, and she has woken up early in the morning, had worked hard, and after for she had waited for her friends to finish the shopping. मतलब पूरा दिन उसका थकान गया है, जर्नी हुआ है, मेले में भी आके बहुत घूमा है ये सब, तो बहुत थक गई है टेस, एंड शी फेल asleep. And somehow Alec took her into the middle of a forest, and it was already midnight at that time. So Tess fell asleep because she is so innocent. She cannot even guess what is in Alex's mind. That at the midnight time, a man is taking me behind on his horse and leading me to a forest. But she is so um, inexperienced, you can say, and she doesn't know the the reality of the men's world. She doesn't know what happens to a girl when at night you are with a mischievous type of man. So she doesn't have that idea. Okay, we'll come to that point later. So Alec took her in the middle of the forest at almost midnight or early dawn, and while she was asleep, she forced her. He raped her, and in the morning, then Tess realized what had happened, and she cried, of course, but she didn't know what to do, what to go, if she should tell all these things to somebody, because now she know that this is a violation of society's rules. Okay, in that period of time, 19th century, 19th century, that is a society will say that you are an impure woman, your uh, body is violated, you are not pure, something like that. Society will not accept her. So she didn't understand what to do, so she worked there for again 2 3 weeks. After 2 3 weeks she left that job, and she came to her parents home at Marlot. Alec tried to follow her while she was going away from his home. Alec उसके पीछे पीछे आते हैं, और he apologizes and he asks for forgiveness. जे मुझसे भूल हो गया, मैं अब कभी ऐसा नहीं करूँगी, और किसी लड़की के भी साथ ऐसा नहीं करूँगी, और तुम्हारे साथ तो कभी भी कुछ बुरा नहीं करूँगी, एंड आई एम रेडी टू पे whatever I have done. I am ready to compensate for that. I will give you a lot of money, house, and you never need to work again in your life. I will support your family financially also. So ये सब ऑफर लेके वो आता है माफी मांगने, but Tess just hates him. Tess actually hates him from the beginning. She doesn't like him for a single second. Okay, so Tess उसके सारे ऑफर रिजेक्ट कर देते हैं. She rejects all his offers, and she says, no, I will not take a single penny from you. Okay, so just go away from my life, I don't want to see your face again. So Alec चला जाता है वहाँ से, and Tess stays at her mother's home. But after some weeks, she got to know that she is pregnant with Alex's child. What happened in that night in the forest? So now she is more devastated. She told her mother everything. Her mother said, You cannot understand." She said, "Mother, you haven't warned me that there are danger in men. You haven't warned me against the rules of society and what is in men's mind. All these things तुमने मुझे सिखाया नहीं है माँ कुछ भी, और बाहर की दुनिया में मुझे घर से भेज दिया. So you haven't taught me anything, mother." Her mother also realized her faults, कि मुझे ही मेरी बेटी को सब सिखाना चाहिए था. Anyway, so Tess knows that she is now pregnant, but she refuses to tell Alec anything or ask for help from Alec. So after 9 months, she gives birth to a boy, and the boy was very fragile, weak, and pale kind of thing. Means very weak and fragile kind of baby. And Tess named him Sorrow. But after a few days, hardly 1 week or two, the baby died. The baby cannot survive. The baby died, and Tess had to bury her own child with her own hand, because as it's an illegitimate child born out of marriage, out of wedlock, so the church refuses to give it a proper burial. So it's so painful for a mother to bury her own child with her own hand. So it is so painful uh, scene in that novel. Well, you read it or you watch it as a movie. It is available at YouTube for free. It is adapted to movies several times. 1998 version. That movie is very beautiful. Okay, in BBC web series also is there upon this novel. You can watch it. So after her child's death, after again 1 year or so, Tess decided to restart her life because she is inside a strong woman. She's a strong woman inside, in spite of having faced all such difficulties and adversities in life. She still has a strength in herself to carry on, to move on, to survive again, to try to support her family and her own life also. So, in search of work, she again left the parental village Marlot and went to Talbot's diaries, that is in another direction, that is in this is, if this is Marlot, this side is Tantridge, and this is in opposite direction. Tantridge and Talbot's dairy, that two are lies in opposite direction from her previous workplace. So she goes to Talbot's dairy now to work as a milkmaid. Dairy में काम करने सीखने के लिए जाते हैं, and there she encounters a beautiful environment. उसके साथ बहुत सारी लड़कियों की भी दोस्ती हो जाती है, and there she meets Angel Clare. Hmm. Angel Clare belongs to a good family, educated family. His father is a reverend in the church, Reverend Clare in the church, and he has two brothers also. I don't remember if they are younger or elder to Angel. Three brothers total. Angel has two more siblings, but Angel has interest in learning dairy and farming and all these things, because his other brothers are well educated at Oxford University, but he has interest in farming, though has studied, but he wants to have her own business as a farmer or dairyman and something like that. So Angel is learning, उसको सब सीख रहे हैं, डेयरी का काम, फार्मिंग का काम, ये सब सीख रहे हैं ताकि वो खुद का बिजनेस सेटअप कर सके. So Tess and Angel fell in love with each other at that farm, and this place is very much positively welcomed Tess also. Marian, Ease, Retty, these three girls, other three milkmaid, they were become very much close to Tess, and they spent a very happy life there. But problems occur again in Tess's mind, that Tess considers herself as an impure woman because what had happened in her past, the sexual violation that had been occurred with her, done by Alec. So she feels somehow guilty and thinks herself as impure because society will not accept her. Uh, so Angel proposes marriage to Tess, but she says, "No, I cannot marry you because I am not capable to marry you. I am not fit to be your wife." So Angel says, "Why are you not fit to be my wife?" But she is unable to reveal her past. She says, "I love you, of course, Angel, but I am unable to marry you." So Angel couldn't understand what does she mean, what she does mean. Anyway, after a little while, Tess agrees to his proposal and they got married. And Tess tried to tell everything by writing a letter. Hmm. She is unable to tell it to Angel face to face directly, that Alec did this to me. I had a child and he died, and इसे बोल नहीं पाया एंजल को सामने से. तो उसने एक चिट्ठी लिखा था टेस एंजल को, जिसके साथ शादी होने वाला है. तो पहले बोला कि यू शुड रीड दैट लेटर एंड give your opinion, then we will marry. Okay, so Angel Tess wrote a letter to Angel and pushes it back uh, beneath the door. Angel के घर के दरवाजे के नीचे से वो चिट्ठी घुसा देती है. But here is the machinery of fate, that is that in our next video I will discuss about this novels, themes, analysis, character analysis, symbolism, all these things. In today's video that will be not possible. I will only tell the summary of the story in this today's video. In another video I will discuss about these themes, analysis, critical analysis, appreciation and all these things I will do in another video. So वो चिट्ठी जो टेस्ट देते हैं एंजल को अपने एंजल की रूम के दरवाजे के अंदर, तो वो चिट्ठी जाता कहाँ है, दरवाजे के कारपेट के नीचे चला जाता है। तो एंजल वो चिट्ठी देख ही नहीं पाते हैं। द लेटर गोज beneath द कारपेट। हाँ, बिकॉज दैट इज़ अ कोल्ड कंट्री, उनके घर में कारपेट्स होते ही है। सो कारपेट के नीचे चिट्ठी चला जाते हैं। तो एंजल देख ही नहीं पाते हैं चिट्ठी। एंड अगले दिन शादी है उनके, द नेक्स्ट डे इज द मैरिज डे, एंड जस्ट बिफोर द मैरिज डे, एट at night time, Tess put that letter in beneath the door, but it got stuck beneath the carpet. तो एंजल के नज़र में चिट्ठी पड़ा ही नहीं। तो चिट्ठी तो नहीं पड़ा है एंजल। एंड ही केम टू चर्च टू मैरी। तो टेस गॉट सरप्राइज्ड, व्हाट इज हिज रिएक्शन आफ्टर रीडिंग द लेटर। चिट्ठी उसने पढ़ा पर फिर भी उसका कोई गुस्सा नहीं है मेरे ऊपर। व्हाट डज, हाउ कैन दिस हैपन। सो टेस रन्स बैक टू एंजल्स होम कि एक्चुअली चिट्ठी वो देखा तो है ना। सो शी सर्चेस इन ऑल ओवर दैट रूम एंड फाइंड दैट ओ माई गॉड, एंजल हैड नॉट इवन सीन द लेटर। हाँ, द लेटर इज beneath द कारपेट। सो उसके तो नज़रों पे गया ही नहीं चिट्ठी, वो खोल के पढ़ेगा क्या। ही डजेंट रीड द लेटर। दैट इज वाई एंजल इज बिहेविंग नॉर्मली विथ टेस। ही केम बैक, ही केम कम टू चर्च नॉर्मली मैरिज करने के लिए। सो टेस समझते हैं कि ओके चलो, भगवान का मर्जी नहीं है कि मैं उसको ये सब कुछ बोलूँ। So she just tears it down and throws it to the fireplace. It got burned. चिट्ठी जला देती है टेस, and शादी कर लेते हैं उस दिन वो लोग। And they went for a honeymoon. A type of honeymoon. They took um, a building for rent 2-3 days. एक building भाड़े पे लेते हैं 2-3 दिन रहने के लिए। Sorry. And on the first night, their wedding night, they confessed each other their previous life. Okay. Angel also had a affair with an elderly lady in London while he was studying there. तो एंजल बोलते हैं कि मेरे साथ एक थोड़ा मुझसे बड़ी औरत का एक रिलेशन था, बट it is over now. I don't think her about anymore. I don't make any connection with her anymore. So this is my past. So Tess also now tells her past. Tess tells everything about Alec, about her D'Urberville's name and connection with the D'Urberville's family, Tantridge, poultry farm work, Alex's behavior towards her, the child was born and everything. And oh my God, her husband, Angel Clare, Mr. Angel Clare, got shocked. He is unable to forgive her. And he is totally devastated by listening that the woman he thought as a pure virgin girl from nature is so much tainted, so much impure now in Angel's eye, that he couldn't forgive her. And the next day, Angel decided that I am unable to live with you. Right now, I am unable to accept you as my wife. So please go to your parents' home at Marlott, and I have to search for land. I will leave England for some time. I have to go to foreign lands, Brazil. एंजल ब्राज़ील जाना चाहता है। वो फार्मिंग का बिजनेस करना चाहता है ना, उसको ज़मीन चाहिए। ही नीड्स लैंड्स एंड ऑल समथिंग लाइक दैट ही नीड्स टू अरेंज। सो आई विल नाउ गो आउट ऑफ इंग्लैंड, आउट ऑफ कंट्री। सो यू स्टे विद योर पेरेंट्स। इफ़ आई कैन फॉरगिव यू, I will, if I would be able to forgive you, then I will write letters to you and call you back. But right now, it is not possible for us to stay under the same roof as husband and wife. So please, let's get separated at this point. Tess is very much devastated because Tess loves Angel. Tess never loves Alec. Tess loves Angel only. So she is again broken and goes back to her family. But there she realizes that her father is not ready to accept her, because every time the girl goes out and returns back with some scandal. That time, out of wedlock, a child is born. This time, she says that I am properly married at church, but she came alone, no husband with her, and so her father does not accept her again. And she realizes that there is no place in my father's room, in my father's house. parents' house. So she again leaves that place, and this time she faces much difficulty, much hardship, because it is winter time, and winter in that country is very harsh. Very harsh and difficult winter. So she is unable to find any work, for any job for her. Somehow she manages to find a work at a farm, विच इज़ वेरी लेबोरियस, बहुत ही तकलीफ वाला काम था, इतनी ठंडी में, इतनी बर्फ़ में उसको खेती का काम करना पड़ रहा था. एंड somehow she tries to survive, by earning a little. And at that point of time, accidentally, by the chance of fate or destiny, you can say, Tess again meets that previous one, Alec. Alec is now a changed man, totally changed man. He repents his sin now. He has changed himself, and he converted himself to a clergyman. वो अभी चर्च का काम करते हैं, सरमोन देते हैं, जैसे भगवान की बानी, अच्छे बातें सुनाते हैं ना लोगों को, रिलीजियस टॉक्स. सो सरमोन देते हैं, वो अभी वो सब काम करता है. ही यूज टू टॉक अबाउट गॉड एंड रिलीजन, एंड you should follow this on honest path, and good, you should be good, and you should believe in God, all these things वो लेक्चर देते जाते हैं, गांव गांव के गांव टू विलेज टू विलेज. ही लेक्चर्स अबाउट गॉड एंड रिलीजन. सो वो काम करते हैं अलग अभी. एंड ऐसे ही कहीं जगह पे वो सरमोन दे रहा था, लेक्चर दे रहा था रिलीजन के बारे में, गॉड एंड ऑनेस्टी, ये सब के बारे में. तो वहाँ से टेस गुजर रही थी. टेस वॉज पासिंग बाय दैट रोड, and they accidentally met. And Alec, after that incident, after being violent to her, after raping her, Alec also got changed. Alec fell in love with her. He did that at the middle of the forest, out of lust only. Mostly out of lust only, but after that he generated feelings for her, emotion and affection for her, and he fell in love with her. He changed himself. He tried to compensate his black past, and tried to be a good man. उसको सच में उससे प्यार हो गया है, बट आप पहले ही बुरा कर चुके हो ना, अभी आप जितने भी अच्छा बोलो आपको कोई सुनेगा नहीं. सो समथिंग लाइक दैट हैपेंस विद एलेक ऑल्सो. एलेक उसके पीछे इतना पागल हो जाता है, इतनी बार उसको सॉरी बोलता है, फॉरगिव मी, आई वांट टू मैरी यू. इवन वो चर्च से जाके मैरिज लाइसेंस भी लाते हैं. आई वांट टू मैरी यू बिकॉज यू कैरिड माई चाइल्ड एंड यू हैड फेस्ड ऑल द डिफिकल्टीज ड्यू टू मी. मेरी वजह से तुमको इतना परेशानी हुई. यू कैरिड माई चाइल्ड, but why didn't you write a letter to me at that point of time when you know that you are pregnant with my child? So तुम अगर बताते तो तभी मैं तुमसे शादी कर लेता ना. तो ये सब बोलते हैं, बट टेस तो उसको कभी पसंद ही नहीं किया है ना. टेस had never ever liked that man. So how can she marry that man whom she doesn't like at all? सो उसको शादी करने के लिए भी मैरिज लाइसेंस भी लाते हैं टेस को. एलेक उसके पीछे पागल ही हो जाता है वो. ही केम टू हर एंड ट्राई टू से हर सॉरी, प्लीज फॉरगिव मी, एक्सेप्ट मी अगेन, बट टेस मना ही कर देती है. शी रिजेक्ट्स हिम अगेन एंड अगेन एट दिस टाइम ऑल्सो, लाइक शी डिड एट अर्लियर टाइम, रिजेक्टेड हिम ऑल्सो. So at that point of time, Tess's father died, and mother is also ill, and there are so many siblings there. So Tess has to rush back to her home, to the village of Marlot. और वहाँ अभी क्या करेंगे, पापा भी नहीं है. तो उसको जो जो घर पे वो लोग रहते थे, टेसेस फादर यूज टू बी अ फार्मर एट दैट टाइम, एंड देयर हैड अ लीज, कि जब तक उसके पापा जिंदा रहेंगे वो घर पे वो लोग रह सकते हैं. दिस इज एग्रीमेंट, लीज. So her father had died, so the landlord will now no more allow the family to stay at that same home. So वो homeless भी हो गए, penniless and homeless. And father died, and 5 to 6 children on her mother's shoulder. इतने सारे बच्चों लेके कहाँ जाएगी. At that point of time, Alec came to rescue them. Okay, you marry me and I will support your mother and siblings. I will support them economically, give them food, shelter, clothes and everything. So please come and live with me. तो अभी भी उसको इच्छा तो उसके है नहीं. टेस doesn't love him at all, but out of compulsion, out of necessity, situation की वजह से उसको जाना पड़ा एलेक के साथ. So she went to live with Alec, and her family is saved. Her mother and all the brothers and sisters are saved. They were given a comfortable house and money and everything. So she started living with Alec, and at this point, Angel reappears, her husband, Angel Clare, who deserted her on the wedding night and went to Brazil. That man returns. And now you can guess what can happen. Tess actually loved that man only, Angel only, not Alec. Alec से तो वो अभी भी प्यार नहीं करती है, मजबूरी के लिए रहना पड़ता है उसको. Out of compulsion only she has to stay with Alec. But when she sees Angel in front of her, Angel came to meet her where she is staying with Alec. Hmm. So she just didn't know what to do. उसके हाथ पैर ही कांपने लगते हैं. Tess just can't think properly. So Tess just gets numbed. Hmm. Tess didn't know what to do, and in argue with Alec, there was a knife lying nearby. फल कटने का चाकू था टेबल पे, ब्रेकफास्ट टेबल पे. तो वो उठा लेती है टेस आउट ऑफ नथिंगनेस. मतलब क्या करे वो समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं ना कि एलेक की वजह से मेरी ज़िंदगी ख़राब हो गई. हाँ, एलेक डिड दिस वायलेशन टू मी, एंड फॉर दैट एंजल डिड नॉट forgive me, and angel left me at wedding night. So everything is just because of Alec and his misdeed. At the beginning of the novel, at the beginning of the story, what we see कि तुम्हारी वजह से ही मेरी ज़िंदगी बर्बाद हुई है, तो तुमको जीने का हक नहीं है. तो एंजल को चाकू मार देती है टेस, सॉरी एलेक को, जो हमारी पहले वाला विलेन जो है जिसने उसका रेप किया था. तो टेस जस्ट मर्डर्ड हिम, स्टैब्ड हिम ऑन हिज चेस्ट, एंड एलेक डाइज. And before death, Alec tells him that I am not actually D'Urbervilles, I am Alexander Stoke. स्टोक सरनेम है मेरा, डर्बाविल्स तो हमने अडॉप्ट किया है. तो टेस said that you have used me from the beginning. You didn't tell me that you didn't belong to D'Urbervilles. You are Stokes, Alexander Stokes. D'Urberville is only an adoption. तो तुमने तो पहले से ही मुझे धोखा दिया है, तुम तो डर्बाविल हो ही नहीं. तो ये सब झगड़ा होते हुए टेस और एलेक के बीच, टेस एलेक को मार देते हैं. And as murder is a crime and Alec is a very powerful wealthy man in the society, so police goes after her. Tess, means our heroine Tess, and Tess is found guilty of murdering Alec, and Tess is hanged. फांसी हो जाता है टेस की. Tess is hanged. So this is the end of the novel, which is a very beautiful story. Yes, of course, very much tragic and sad, because our heart and sympathy goes with the beautiful, innocent, pure girl Tess, who is a victim of situation, victim of society, victim of social rules, and victim of destiny also. So we will discuss all these themes and critical appreciation and analysis and character analysis, all this in our next video. So this is the ending of the novel. Angel tells Tess tells her husband Angel Clare to take care of the family, because the family is again homeless. Alec मर जाएगा, टेस भी मर जाए. एलेक तो मर गया, टेस भी हैंग होने वाली है, तो उसकी माँ और भाई बहन को कौन देखेगा. तो दे विल बी अगेन होमलेस एंड guardianless and penniless also. So Tess requests her husband Angel to take care of her mother and family, and she dies, and the novel ends here. So isn't this a beautiful story? And this is timeless. After 1891 and today is 2025, after 130 years almost, the story is still very much well read and well accepted and famous and alluring and interesting story. It has been made to television adaptation by BBC, and it has been made into motion picture movie twice, 1979 and 1998. Two times it has been adapted to a movie. You can watch it, it is in YouTube. So today's video had become very long, so forgive me for that. So I hope you enjoy this journey with me about learning about learning literature. So stay tuned for more video. Thank you.